match. Here you go, the last game of Week 3 of the PMA LCS. Hi, I'm Jirachi. I'm joined by Menbung and Opie. How's it going, guys? Perfect.
It's
sounds
going...
good.
It's going great. Sorry, I had myself muted there for a second. It's going good. Ready for another match.
Yep, ready for it. Ready to finish up Week 3.
We're actually finishing like on time since week ends on Sunday now. But we're finishing on time. What a concept. Also, we have all our matches for the upcoming week already scheduled. And the week hasn't even started. Like, it's a record. So yeah, check out the pin post in the public PMA LCS page. The week 4 schedule should already be up there under next week's schedule. Check it out. Check out when matches are. Watch those. For now, we've got the Slapnut Magoos versus Hidden Valley Gaming. So, hold on, stream is ready. Should be getting into pick and ban in just a moment. In just a moment.
Hey Rich, can you make a post in all 3? The public one and the 2 privates?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Constitutes being ready. Say anything. Spec link. Okay. Oh wait, I need to make a post. So, you know what, let's just get some Champ Select music going.
I vote casters win this game. Alright, Sean, you're right.
Hey, I see
Let's
you.
go. That's my top laner. And my ADC is casting with me.
Hey.
Slapnut Magoo's gonna clap Frank. Okay, Fudgy Ditters with the baby rage for some reason. Maybe he's still raging that he didn't buy a QSS last week.
Ooh, shade.
We're in the middle of pick bans now. Karma ban from Slapnut Magoo's and an Ezreal ban on the side of Hidden Valley Gaming. Ezreal still seems to be priority pick for a lot of teams. Pick ban right now. The Karma pick, not too sure. Don't know how strong she is right now. Feel like maybe with Aerie she could provide a lot.
Let me just say, from me playing like solely if I play support Karma right now, it is insanely strong.
Okay.
She can do so much damage early and just provide so much pressure with her shields and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And like with the ultimate hat, you have, you know, your super cooldown ult at like 2 minutes in. You're good to go.
So we get bans all the way through on blue side.
Ban.
Karma, Shen, and Ornn. Shen taken away from Akayut.
Akayut.
Yeah, Akayut, and the
Kindred
Ornn
ban. Wait,
as well.
what a what?
The Kindred ban being focused at Sir Everett.
Huh.
Oh wait, hold on, wait. Who is their
Front
sub?
Murphy Raudette is subbing for Sir Everett, but he is going top and Frontlash is going jungle, and StarCraft is subbing in at ADC, hence the Eza Misfortune bans. And Allergic to Milk gets his Bard, and Aurelion gets the Sejuani. That's staple HVG picks.
Yep,
Yeah.
okay, so yeah, we didn't mention the 2 subs coming in, but Rich, finally, thank you for that. We do have 2 subs playing on the side of SNM. Sounds really weird when you say SNM. Sounds like you're saying S and M, but I meant N as in no. Okay. Otherwise, yes. Cho'Gath and a Poppy, most likely going to be going in the top lane, but I know that Frontlash plays it and he could play it jungle.
Maybe.
Picking up your top side of the map and allowing it to be flexed either way allows them some flexibility going to later portions of the draft. But if I'm, you know, DJ Mad Hatter or whoever's on the other side of HVG, I'm pretty sure that's a Poppy jungle. That's what I would bank on. And the Thresh down in the bot lane we're definitely not Sal.
I like their pick so far into seeing that they've got the Sejuani there. Just getting a little beef. Because Sejuani is very good at, you know, picking off, you know, squishier characters just with any sort of lockdown at all. Just able to pick off squishy characters. So just add a little beef to the game, and Sejuani's not quite as strong in the early sense.
Your pick for what's it called? HVG for Akiyut going a Gump. No matter what tank is in top lane, that'll be a good pick. But
Yeah, I feel like it almost forces the Poppy top lane though, because Poppy's a better counter to Fiora with the W for the oh, what's it called? I forgot the ability name. But the
Just
W
with,
can
with the ability to block all of the dashes
W?
and everything.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, her W. It's a skill matchup. We've seen it before, especially if you've watched any LCS in North America. Huni versus Hanser comes to mind in the bottom lane at tier 2 tower. And then the Zoe ban coming out. HVG's last two bans are Xayah and Orianna, with Ahri and Zoe. Focus a lot of mid lane bans here in the second round, with none of the mid laners being picked up. I feel like if you're Frank right here, DJ Mad Hatter, you kind of want to pick your mid right here.
Oh, no,
Violet Sociocat says Malzahar is still open, which she is, and Jinx for StarCraft maybe is gonna be his counter pick into the Ashe. I don't like Jinx into Ashe personally, but
Well, what would you choose here outside of that? Because the
Varus.
Xayah is Fortune. Varus would be fine.
Varus to match the utility, but
And
also
there's
like
the
have a
Malzahar.
bunch of damage. And there is the Malzahar. Is this gonna be the ASOL pick? This might just
So,
be a cheeky hover from Frank.
Yeah, I don't wanna talk about the hover just yet.
Vel'Koz, there will be
Okay.
the Vel'Koz, yeah. That makes more
So-
sense.
Yeah, the Vel'Koz allows him to have more wave clear coming out of the side of HVG. If you pick the Aurelion Soul, he'd have more roaming potential, but the Malzahar, and then no matter which jungler they put, would be an easier kill onto the Aurelion Soul almost instantly. Let's see, gotta pull up the client now.
Oh yeah, swap over and OS in client. What are these rainbow kappas even happening? Okay, SNM is R, and we are now into actual
Champion
champ
select.
select. There we go. So now I still think it'll be a Poppy jungle, just because that's Frontlash's kind of signature pick. Although I think Poppy top and Cho'Gath jungle is a better distribution between those two.
Yeah, I feel like on the side of SNM, they drafted a fairly good comp overall. The Jinx is kind of like their insurance, because I feel like if they would have gone with a Varus, they would have been lacking on damage, so they felt like they needed a hyper carry, and maybe they felt like if, you know, maybe a Twitch, a Jinx, or a Kog'Maw would have been the three choices if you really wanted damage. Out of those, I don't know how well any of them really go into Ashe
I mean,
in the lane.
Varus does plenty of damage with the Ginsu's build. Like, if he goes to lethality build, they're screwed. But with the with Ginsu's, he can.
Build actually.
I mean, you know how
I know
I
you're
feel
not
about the
a fan of
lethality build. I don't like it, but with the Sejuani and even the Fior to some extent being able
Yeah,
to
see,
take through
the
some
reason
stuff.
why if they had picked Varus, I would have actually recommended the lethality build, because the only tank that they have is the Sejuani, and if you can, you know, get her shield off and then put the spell down, then put your ult down to lock her in, you can poke the back line. You have enough peel with the 2-tank front line and a Thresh to get you out. So the more and more I look at S&M's comp, the more and more I like it. It's, you know, it will be the Poppy jungle for Frontlash.
Yeah. I know Frontlash's Poppy is really good, but I just don't know how I feel about Poppy jungle. Like,
Poppy
Yeah,
jungle
same
isn't bad.
I
Um,
don't think it's bad. I'm just not great.
I'll
I'm
say
just wondering
this.
how much pressure is the Poppy going to be able to offer early versus Elliot
Well,
Sejuani.
Clear isn't great, right?
The clear isn't bad. Most likely you'll see a bot side red start, and then I feel like maybe he'll try to start Raptors or do Raptors after, but the best would probably be just to go take Hunter's Machete and then go red, blue, Gromp, or red, Gromp, blue, and then try to find a gank. Post 6, you have like 6 and above, you have really good gank assistance in the mid lane. It's very easy. Bot lane's going to be pretty volatile in terms of landing CC to follow up on for Poppy, and top lane isn't necessarily the best lane to gank. Fiora can get out and W parry the stuns or any of the CC coming at her, but if she's already used it, then that's the time that Cho'Gath may want to come in and like silence and just pressure her. So it'll be really interesting to see. I think it's really on DJ Mad Hatter this game and his positioning and their ability to have a stronger cohesive 4 against the 1, because they'll be running a 1-4 the entire time unless Akayu decides to come down from split push duty.
I'm just ready to see some good Bard ultimates. Just lock him up, get ready for it, and then Ashe ult him, and there's just nothing they can do. Because then Sejuani right on top with an ult, and Vel'Koz just to melt down whoever gets stunned. It's an insane lockdown comp.
Yeah, you definitely have a lot of pick from both sides for sure.
But my only worry is for SNM is I feel like late game, don't get me wrong, Malzahar's great, but if Jinx gets caught out at the beginning of a fight, they just can't have a full-on team fight after that. If Jinx gets caught, they just need to back away, and they have to give up a lot of stuff for that, because Hidden Valley will walk all over them if it's a 4v5 with Jinx missing. Because Jinx is like their late game plan. Don't get me wrong, they have a lot of appeal for her, but that's what they got to be worried about.
Yeah, I agree. It's so interesting. Both comps have to have. Neither one has incredible team fighting, but I'd have to give it to HVG if I was going to give it to anyone. The only difference being where their damage will be coming from in the mid to late game. Ashe, both of these ADCs will build Hurricane for the most part. It's going to depend upon the champion selection of who they're trying to pick off. Obviously, if you're HVG, you're trying to get the Jinx. That's the only target that you can really focus out. Or Malzahar if his spell shield's down.
Which realistically is a very easy thing for a Bard, an Ashe, and a Vel'Koz to do. Vel'Koz just puts his W down, and it's like his spell shields pops so easily.
Yeah, and then on the side of SNM, Thresh Hook, a Malzahar, ult, engage, Poppy coming in. I think the thing that might turn some team fights is Front Lash's ult prioritization. Does he decide to ult the one-man front line away to where they can just chew through the rest of the three-man squad? Or does he decide to ult the back line away to where there's no damage to follow up on any of Sejuani or Bard's engages? And also I think it's interesting to note that we could see Poppy or Cho'Gath switching in the late game who's answering Fiora, because I feel like Poppy is still definitely a better answer into Fiora later the game goes. And then Cho'Gath can be with the 4-man group, which actually might be a little bit better in terms of team fighting.
Yeah, I think a definitely good strategy right around the mid game when you're looking at objectives is if Murphy on that Cho'Gath can get a nice flank in, like a TP flank in, and then is able to, knock up or silence either Ashe or Vel'Koz and then just ult them and just take them completely out of the fight, then I think it could be a sweep the other direction. So it's going to be a lot of back and forth who can make that first initial play to get your team going or to win that team fight, because if one person gets taken out on either side, it swings the whole fight.
Yeah, I definitely favor SNM when it comes to neutral objectives though. Just because You have a lot better zone control and just also neutral objective like Baron taking power when it comes to like having Cho'Gath, Malzahar tanking.
Poppy knocks out the Sejuani.
Yeah, something like
Malzahar
that.
suppresses the Sejuani. That's fine too. I mean, tons of ways to stop that.
And while Fiora is not just relegated to split push, you probably don't want her in the middle of a team fight because unless she has QSS or parries the ultimate or a hook or something like that, she's an easy target to take out in a 5v5. Unless she gets her ult off.
Yeah.
Rich?
Yes. Oh,
No, I was just...
Oh,
yeah.
I will say I'm curious whether Hoagie knows about the Arcane Comet build from the Ashe, which if it is the strongest keystone on her right now. I mean, press. Okay, you want press the attack. Damn. Arcane Comet Ashe, you just throw out the W. The pretty much guarantees the Comet hit with the slow.
With the slow,
Plus the Bard, it's just insane poke. You throw out a couple spells and you just chunk one of the lane opponents down, but.
Well, that should still proc with just a Q and an auto, with as long as you have your
press the attack.
Dudes.
Yeah, but Comet is also just more poke.
No, I meant for Bard. The electrocute should proc with just a
also
Q and
that,
an auto.
Yeah, like the Bard poke is still going to be very strong, but Hoagie will not have poke. He'll have more consistent damage, which is good, but like still have consistent damage. It's not like you build her different. It's just Arcane Comet. But we are into game. So on the blue side, it will be the Slapnut Magoos. On the top lane, it will be Murphy Rodette subbing in on the Cho'Gath. Frontlash moving over to the jungle on the Poppy. Simply phenomenal, getting his signature Malzahar in the mid lane. StarCraft subbing in on the Jinx ADC, and his support will be definitely not Sal on the Thresh.
Yep, and on the red side, it is Hidden Valley Gaming. Akayut on the Fiora top lane, Urion on his Sejuani in the jungle. In mid lane, it's DG Mad Hatter on Vel'Koz. In the bot lane, Super Hoagie on the Ashe and Allergic to Milt on his Bard. If I had to do a quick, like, who's going to win this, I'm actually just going to give it to SNM this game because I think that I know in like our power rankings I did a 2-0 for HVG, but I think having Simply Phenomenal on his Malzahar is probably the biggest pickup from the draft.
That was a huge mistake for Hidden Valley, I think, not respecting the fact that his Malzahar is like his best champ, and also Malzahar is ridiculous.
Yeah, but we'll see how it plays out.
In a great place
I still think HVG wins it, but I would not be surprised if SNM took it. OP, real quick.
Yeah, I'm still gonna have to go with HVG. I just think they have so much more pressure early, and if they can get any sort of team fights going mid game, then they're just gonna be able to stomp. So I still have to give it to HVG on this one.
2-1 in favor of HVG. If SNM wins, then the Menbung will be proclaimed a prophet. So, yeah.
Find it interesting that so Sejuani taking Machete for all the junglers out there is pretty normal than standard. Going, she does single damage to buffs really well with her E. Although Poppy's taking the Talisman, but yet still choosing to do the single camps before. The exact route I wanted her to go, the wrong jungle item. But neither here nor there. Either one should be ganking soon.
Yeah. The interesting Super Hoagie took a commencing stopwatch to that rune. So I don't know if I have never taken that rune personally, so I don't know. That's all I got. It's an observation. That's it.
Yeah, I mean maybe you do it for a thresh hook.
Murphy Rodette getting actually quite a good trade onto Akiyut, but Frontlash is here for the gank. Whiffs the spikes. Akiyut lunges in the wrong direction. Will be forced to flash away from the charge, but he's still gonna get whacked away at. Red buff slowing him down. There's the parry actually, and the lunge away flash from Frontlash. Is he gonna get it? Not quite. The Q, all the first blood on the auto. Frontlash gets it. Meanwhile, bot lane definitely not out. Lands the hook. Allergic to Milk gets played back in. But StarCraft is not in range for any autos, and Allergic to Milk will be safe, not burning any summoners. Oh my god. Okay,
So
we've got
yeah,
action everywhere.
Yeah,
And DG Mad Hatter is just shoving him in mid. Double his farm right now. Now, don't get me wrong, it's early, but that is not a CS lead that you still want to see this early. But because Malzahar just can't shove back nearly as hard as the Vel'Koz can early.
Yeah, all the flay back on the allergic to milk. The choppers, the choppers
missed.
don't catch him. Flash's way didn't need to, so Super Hoagie was actually blocking the zap. But simply phenomenal has to flash away from the void something. Hold on.
Wow.
Void Rift, that's what it's called. Casually looking up abilities while we're in game.
Yeah, so I thought it was interesting. I said that no one should be ganking early, but then Akayu gets really aggressive in the top lane. Some little minor miscalculations on the side of Murphy Raudet, but they only have to burn the flash of the jungler to secure that kill. Getting first blood on the Poppy will really help going into the later parts of the game too. And you could see a repaint gank going top because no summoners on that top laner.
For what it's worth, actually, Aki burned his TP to get back to lane, just to get some farm, and that's why he has a significant CS lead. But Murphy Raudet did not, so if they can get some good comms going, they can have a TP gank bot. Oh, Aki does get knocked up. We'll take plenty of damage from this Cho'Gath.
Yeah, he's definitely going to win the trade initially, but standing in all that minion damage right there, where his minions can't follow up on any of the damage on the other side of the minion wave, kind of made that trade what it was. And mentioning the CS lead that we see in the mid lane, I mean, Vel'Koz, this is what Vel'Koz does. He pushes in the other mid laner. OP talked about it briefly and accurately, that Malzahar until about level 5
Well, definitely not
can't.
Sal. Does not actually Lantern. All the flash into the choppers. Unfortunate. It gets charged back, and StarCraft picks up the kill on the Super Hoagie. Just unfortunate turn of events there for Ash.
Huge play right there by definitely not Sal and Frontlash. Second gank, second kill for them, and they got the kill on the right person. They got it on the StarCraft Jinx.
Yeah, Super Hoagie forced to come back with 2 longswords and boots. Not really what you want to be bringing back on your first buy. That's
Not usually what you want your first item to be.
It is probably would have gone Reaver anyway. This definitely forces him into the Reaver. Oh, Gadak will land onto Phenomenal and will eat the laser, but the suppression goes down. The barrier after. As the cube does not hit. Simply Phenomenal forced out again. Down 20 CS and will be down more.
Overall, that was actually a really good play by Simply to try to just stop it. He can silence and stop the channeled ult with his own. So it was a good play by him. Otherwise, with no flash up, he was dead to rights. Even if the Q hits, though, he won't be going down. The third proc of Vel'Koz passive was already down.
Fair. He is now down 24 CS, and DG Mad Hatter looking for maybe a bit of a roam. Definitely not Salis up here. We'll run into 3 different wards. 2 pinks and 2 zombie wards. 1 pink and 2 zombie wards, sorry. We'll get knocked up though. We'll get half his health bar chunked. We'll get stunned against the wall by Allergic to Milk. The perfect roam flashes away. Allergic to Milk on a magical journey around, but does not end up on the right side. And definitely not Sal will get out of there.
Really lucky for Sal right there.
Yeah, he made a good move to go back the other way, and he probably would have gotten out even if Allergic to Milk had ended up on the right side because he had backup, but that just made sure he got out.
Yeah, a different Bard portal maybe going into the bush would have secured the kill, but probably would have gotten 1 kill returned on the other side. So, just selection right there by Allergic to Milk where to go. Do we have Sal versus definitely not Sal right now?
Yes, we do. Exactly, yes.
Would you say that Rich is provoked at this moment?
No, because Allergic to Milk in IGN is not just Sal. Frontlash taking his own second blue buff. Okay. Will not give it a Simply Phenomenal. Interesting. DG Mad Hatter did get donated the blue buff by Aurelion, so the Vel'Koz will have more pushing power, but in the meantime, Frontlash looking at a bit of an invade. We'll just sit in this bush right now, but Aurelion is going towards the complete wrong side of the map.
Opposite. Wouldn't necessarily know if to call it wrong as of right now.
Same thing.
The bot lane. Bot lane is
You know
pushing for SNM right now, so he's probably trying to look for a gank because there is that pink ward that they haven't scouted out as they pushed. Something happening mid most likely right here.
Oh, front lash. Yep, he's coming in for the gank. The suppression going down onto the Vel'Koz, and the Space Age will eat head in, will knock in, get the kill. Rubyon flashing in, and there goes Simply Phenomenal to the laser. Front lash going to keep chasing after DK Mad Hatter, but the permafrost will slow him down. Rubyon picking up the kill. Meanwhile, top lane, Aki actually parries the knock-up. Very well done, and we'll just whack away. The Jinx Rocket will not hit him at all. He's just whacking at Murphy. Oh, the Ash Arrow not actually gonna hit anyone. They're gonna go after definitely not Zelda. Will flay him away. Allergic Smoke wrapping around the side. They've got him cornered. StarCraft gonna turn onto Rubyon. The hook landing on the Super Hoagie, stopping the damage. He will actually go back in and throw down the exhaust. StarCraft will get out of there. Definitely not Sal. Looks like he'll pay the price with his life. Rubyon going super low, and yes, definitely not Sal. Will go down. Cosmic Binding does not actually land, so kill down in the bot lane. I don't think definitely not Sal needed to go in and follow the hook.
So here's what happened here. One, that mid lane should have worked out, but unfortunately didn't. Frontlash did not decide to expend his flash right there.
Another parry onto Murphy Rod. That's knock up, and will lay down the Grand Challenge. Forces the flash out of Cho'Gath. Flashes in after him. Good going against the wall to stop the vital proc, but it does not matter. Aki with the solo kill onto the Cho'Gath.
Very nice play. Just knowing that at this point that the Fiora is ahead and is just going to be able to take him down in that 1v1. So very nice pressure going out from Akayu there in the top lane. He's just going to keep snowballing that lead now.
Flash running into Allergic to Milk and Dragon Pit will get lanterned out by the Thresh. Now Murphy Rowdet is TPing back to top lane while Akayu is whacking away. Silence. Not due to knock up right away. Oh, the lunges away, but will still get knocked up. He's still gonna whack at Murphy Rowdet. The suppression going down onto Allergic Milk. He is gonna go down the Space Age. Front Lash almost goes down, but Akiyu is out of mana. Murphy Rowdet's just gonna keep going on this, using the spikes, slowing him down. Will not.
Oh, here comes
Elliot. Doesn't have
though.
it. Oh, Rubyon with the Glacial Prison.
There's no flash.
Does he have this damage? It's just a wet noodle fight. Oh, yep, there's the Ash Arrow. Oh, wait, but that was from bot lane. The snipe from Super Hoagie. Nice. Just nice arrow, and he picks up a kill for his mid laner.
Yeah, so a lot of things happening right there. One, Akayu knowing the advantage that he has, also parrying twice both the knockup and silence that Murphy Rowdet has been trying to use in succession with each other. As there is a roam coming down, but bot tower goes down for H&M to get back a little bit of that gold lead.
SNM.
SNM. What did I say?
H&M.
Perfect. I knew I was going to make that mistake. Also, StarCraft in that last...
Clap nut Magoos?
Yeah. StarCraft in that last fight that him and Sal were fighting in, he used his rocket mid lane to try to snipe DJ Mad Hatter. If he could have had that for that fight down bot, maybe they get the kill on a Rubyon. Also, I think a little bit of a misplay when it comes to the gank mid by Frontlash by charging in on the E first.
The parry not quite going down, but the Grand Challenge will proc 2 of the vitals so far, but will not actually kill Murphy Rowdet. He is low and sitting under his tower. Akiyu does have all the pressure on him now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there was something to be said earlier.
The flash? Was that flash?
No.
I thought I heard a flash. Oh well.
No.
Flash is in the middle of 3 people. We'll get knocked up. We'll get lasered. We'll get arrowed, and the Rubyon picks up the kill after all of that.
There is so much communication going on the side of HVG right now that just, like, you see all their CC being layered together perfectly. It's so, it's actually really nice to see that from a team at this level.
Well, Akiyu wants Murphy Rowdet. He saw the feast go down onto a minion, knows that the Cho'Gath does not have ultimate, but in the meantime, HVG picks up an Infernal Dragon. That's going to be huge for them, considering they want to just fight for days.
Yeah,
I mean, they've just been rotating so well, and like even with the ganks from Frontlash early, getting a couple kills, trying to snowball his lanes. There's just been so much pressure with mid lane roaming on the side of HVG and having the jungler with those insane counter ganks, saving laners several times and picking up kills in the process. And then just getting in the top lane snowball, so, you know, Cho'Gath teleports back to lane, then gets killed, gets no farm off that, wastes teleport, and
Aki getting the vital procs. Front Lash is here, but he is gonna charge him away from Murphy Raudet, and now Front Lash is gonna whack at Akiyu. But this is a Fed Fiora, and the Nom, and he gets the kill onto Akiyu. Meantime, definitely not Sal. He wants to kill, but he wants to kill on the guy he is not. But does not happen.
Yeah, the nice Bard ult to stop the rest of the engage right there, and really, really ballsy for Murphy to go back in there, but he knew his damage. That's fine. When it comes to right now, we're only looking at about a 1.2k gold lead on the side of Hidden Valley Gaming. This front line needs to get ahead more than they are right now, as Sal's gonna...
Yeah.
my God.
Not Sal's gonna die.
Yeah, Val causes damage, and simply phenomenal stepping too far. The arrow snipe again. Hoki's arrows are just on point. Aruyan picking up another kill. Won't get rooted under tower. He is super tanky, so it is all okay.
Yeah, Hoagie's been hitting these arrows from all the way across the map, too.
Front Lash is here, stops the Aruyan charge, but will just eat all this damage. But the shutdown going down. Starcraft gets that kill. Murphy Raudet going down himself though. Oh, the lunge back in and will get picked up. Starcraft is just whacking away. He's not orb walking and will go down to Super Hoagie. It's a bit questionable from Starcraft. He was just standing there.
Meh, who needs orb walking? Ain't that right, Dylan? Yeah, I know you're in chat, Dylan. Nobody needs orb walking. Just stand there.
Oh, the hook going down on the Super Hoagie. Will they have... They don't quite have the damage. Front Lash will dodge that Q, actually.
Does anyone else see just Jinx just standing upright?
What? Hold up.
Yeah, on the stream.
Oh, yeah.
Jinx
Oh, yeah.
just...
Yeah, that's totally true.
Yep, Sal saw it too. He played.
What the hell?
Just hi.
Yeah.
Okay, that was something. That's all I got.
Yeah. Jinx never dies. Okay.
Jinx never dies.
Yeah, so, once...
Dylan, it's called an outplay. Get over it.
Oh, simply for the... Did he just catch allergic to milk in the portal? What? I mean, he's not gonna get a kill. Oh, yep, Temper Fade perfectly placed. Oh, the arrow.
If this arrow hits, I swear to God.
Oh my God! Oh nope. Okay, it's fine. No. Oh, it almost hit Murphy. Oh my God.
So here's...
Okay, today I learned allergic to milk can be in the Bard portal and just stay there because of a Malzahar ult.
So here's something that needs to happen. One, Murphy Raudet and Simply Phenomenal, in my opinion, one of them being their main mid laner, need to not chase as much. Also, Murphy needs to finish a item. He's halfway between a Thornmail is what it looks like, and a Right Glory. Like, a item would be good at this moment. You're 17 minutes in, and he has 3 different components of mini items.
What the hell? Okay. That's something, okay. And we've got a Baron bait going on, except it's not Baron, it's a Herald, same thing.
Yeah,
But
they didn't
They don't even know that there's a
warded.
ward there still.
And there's a bunch of wards just there. Okay. Oh,
Now, is there
They
anything
know
you
they're
can do about
doing
this?
this.
'Cause they-
Here comes Frontlash going to try to ult away. If they win this
the
fight...
pink ward actually is not spotting the ward. They think it's safe, but it's not.
Yeah.
Or it
But
is
yeah,
because
you
they
have a
just get it
Vel'Koz
anyway.
just zoning everybody out of the jungle areas.
So here's the thing. In a position like that, when you're SNM, you cannot waffle back and forth between 2 calls. You can either push mid with Jinx and try to take that tower and give that up and then zone them off of answering.
Can I waffle
Or-
back and forth between 2 flinkers?
No.
But what
You
if
cannot.
I want chocolate chip and blueberry waffles?
Then you get chocolate chip or blueberry.
Ignore me, keep going.
Yeah. Or you take your 2 massive, well, massive-ish, as we see a Sheen coming out from the side of Oh,
Front lash is here. Actually, we'll get the stun against the wall. Akiu did not get to parry that, and will eat the damage. Oh,
my
returns it
God.
on the front lash, and they do get him. Akiu this is not his lucky day. In the meantime, top lane Murphy Rodette eats the Ash Arrow. But yeah, Simply the Phenomenal gets Tempered Fate and will bye. Yep. Allergic to Milk steals the kill. What else is new?
I just want to talk about that play in the bot lane real quick. Front Lash, while he was getting completely shredded there, at the last second got into the bush to stop the vision and cancel a Fiora auto attack, so that way she didn't die.
yeah.
That was pretty slick. Pretty slick.
You say slick, but in the meantime, top lane the turret went down, so in the
Yeah,
end, it doesn't matter that
you know.
much. Hey, creds to Front Lash, but your team is dying. And, well, at least he gets a blue buff, but Starcraft gets
Ooh,
something
the
against the
Jinx
wall,
fell out.
and... Oh, yeah, no. Oh, Allergic to Milk steals away another kill. Well, Urion finding definitely not Sal, permafrost him, gets...
And the Bard Q into the wall.
Words, Super Hoagie gets a kill. Cosmic Binding, that's what it's called.
So many slows and stuns. Like I said, there's just so little they can do.
There is just so much CC. Akayu does drop the Rift Herald, and it's, it's Rift
Why
Herald.
not?
It's just gonna just ram into a tower. They're gonna get some damage. They're not actually gonna get the tower.
But they are getting Dragon right now as well.
Oh,
The
true.
pressure.
The
And
Duo
it's
Dragon.
another. It's a mountain this time, I believe.
Oh, Front Lash. Hello, Front Lash. Yep, it is a mountain. Mountain Infernal. That's brutal. Oh my lord.
Yeah, you already have a Mountain Infernal. This is perfect for the Fiora in the side lane right now. Also for DG Mad Hatter to be continuing just applying damage to the rest of the fights. And it'll help them take Baron even faster as the game continues to go on. If you're SNM right now, you need to... Where did my scoreboard go? Alright, so he completed an item. He's got Righteous Glory right now, which is good. It helps them get away into these fights. Once he gets a Bramble Vest, he could probably be in the side lane and maybe not take as much damage, or he can just go for like a straight Warmogs and then, you know, some other type of defensive items like a Gargoyle Stone Plate or something like that to help out in these 5v5s, because it seems like SNM needs to group to fight right now when HVG can just split them apart and they're out rotating them already, so...
I question why Murphy Rodette didn't buy a Bramble Vest first.
Yeah.
He should have just gotten that. Like, he already spent the money on Chain Vest, you wanted early armor, just get Grievous Wounds on top of that. Like,
Yeah, I don't know if he felt like he could do it. The laning phase for him ended not incredibly early, but it did end for him.
oh, hi definitely
here
not
we go.
Sal. You were getting leaped upon. All the suppression going down onto DG Mad Hatter, and there's the Chain CC coming in. Oh, the Tempered Fate catches basically everyone. DG Mad Hatter does get the flash away. Murphy Rodette goes after him, and the shutdown going down. The Ruyan Game melted as well. Super Hookie's just on the side and just getting the free hit, and Akayud is going crazy. Going after definitely not Sal. Has already taken out Murphy Rodette, and Super Hokie picks up Simply Phenomenal, the double kill for Hokie. And that was that 2 for 3 overall in favor of Hidden Valley Gaming. Fight started looking out. Wait, it
Jinx's
looked
bot
great.
has been
'cause
bot lane
Jinx-
pushing this whole
that was
time.
a 4v5. It looked great, but then it was a 5v4 and they just kept going. Like,
Although Jinx might get a tower here.
oh my word.
Here comes Sal to stop her.
I don't know if Sal's gonna be able to.
He bought a proto belt. What?
Reported.
Wow.
What?
They aren't gonna get the inhib in the mid lane though, so that's
Sal, what are
at
you
least
doing?
good to know.
What
Yeah,
is with
so-
Sal and these item buys? Oh my god.
So all in all, it was a decent fight. Jinx actually got some kill partition in that for a well-placed ultimate. And then the Cho'Gath actually using the Nom on the Sejuani, which really helped that fight go for them because he took out their only front line that they had. But when you're at a numbers disadvantage already, it makes it easier for Fiora to, one, either not be prioritized in the team fight or to just do Fiora things. And as you pointed out, Super Hoagie, just free firing on the back line.
Yeah, I think that team fight could have gone the way of SNM if the Jinx would have been there.
Sal!
with the flash to get out.
Oh my
What a
god,
play.
why? Just
What
why?
a play.
Sal, literally why?
Hashtag just Spartan things.
There is in fact something against this in the Geneva Convention.
Oh,
there's
the
also
Jinx is
something,
caught out.
wow, okay.
Oh my god.
Just bye. That's all I got. Now there's something against that in the Geneva
Yeah,
Convention.
I don't think
that
Jinx is gonna be standing up after that one.
That is, oh, yeah. Not after
Ouch.
DG Mad Hatter's done with his tentacles. What?
Oh my god.
Their tentacles.
Vel'Koz is a he.
Vel'Koz is a thing.
Vel'Koz is a he.
Wow.
Oh,
Are you
man.
assuming?
I'm knowing there's a difference.
Sure. So let's get back to the game.
Yeah, we're
It's a
back to
4v4 right now,
StarCraft is
but-
still not standing up after Vel'Koz, and definitely not Sal can't stand up either, because he is dead. Allergic Smoke picking up another kill. Drought Lash in the meantime getting melted by the laser. Murphy Rod that will be up next,
Jinx
and
is
there we
back,
go.
which is not
Oh,
good enough.
and the Akiyu just destroys Simply Phenomenal. StarCraft also gets destroyed. The double kill for Akiyu. Inhib going down. They might
They
push
do
the
have a
end
wave. That might be
right
game.
here.
Yeah, this should be game right here.
Yep,
Well.
there's one Nexus turret. 7 seconds on definitely not Sal, who will not be able to do anything by himself. And yep, 25 minutes. Really quick game actually. But HVG will take that first game of the series. It's definitely not Sal. Will definitely not go down one more time. Preserves his KDA. Game number 1 goes to HVG.
Man, Bung is provoked. So prediction didn't come true, but looked really promising for SNM in the early game. Turns out, playing with 2 subs and putting your top laner in jungle, pretty difficult to just do on the day of.
Yeah, there was just some really, like, they had the very
MVP.
strong early game with those several ganks from Frontlash, but it was just an overall cohesive roam around the map kind of play from HVG that's definitely got them snowballed and got them the win, because they were all grouped up and then just going everywhere, taking everything, towers, objectives, all that stuff.
Richard, are you gonna?
Just did.
Thank you.
Who do you guys think is MVP? Speaking of MVPs.
I kind of have to give it to Super Hoagie.
I was just about to say the same thing. Like those arrows were just ridiculous. Like what?
I mean, it's between him and Elliot, honestly, for me. Elliot was always in the right place at the right time, and I always say about him when we talk about like him on the power rankings of the OP Player of the Week or something like that. He's always at the right place at the right time. But I think the Ash arrows from cross map, it can't be understated how hard that is to do that, and then to coordinate that with the team. So if I had to give a vote, it'd be Super Hoagie with Elliot and then Sal coming in a distant third.
Yeah, for me, I think I'm gonna have to go with Elliot just because of those, especially those early games. And he always just knows exactly where he needs to be. He gets those counter ganks every single time, and it's insane just how he knows where to be and when to be there. And he just has those clutch plays on Sejuani. I mean, I think it's a close second because I would actually have to go with DG Mad Hatter just because of the sheer amount of pressure and damage he was putting down. But yeah, I think I still got to go to Elliot with those Sejuani plays.
Yeah, go vote in the MVP poll. We will take a real quick break, just stop the streams for VOD purposes, but don't go anywhere. We'll be back in just a second for Game 2 of HVG versus SNM. Don't go anywhere, guys.